What do you think about this Bharat Jodo Yatra of Congress?
Hmm.
Okay, so I was hearing there are quite a lot of caravans that have been arranged, AC ones, and
Ah.
for the people about 19 or some people are kind of going along with him and all
Hmm.
that, right? In another channel down south, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But what do you think about that? What's going on?
I told you this. I think it's more of a message to the opposition
Yeah,
that I am the only person who you all should center around and unite around, because we are the only party which can do a yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. So that's just sending out a message to the opposition, because if you see the pattern of his journey, the kind of days he's spending everywhere in proportion to the Lok Sabha constituencies, it's ridiculous. No planner on earth who is serious about actually getting votes can design it in such a way. He's spending disproportionate amount of time in places where they might have little political capital but very little seats. So
hmm.
they're not, like, for example, they're spending very little time in UP, which has the
Yeah,
chunk of the seats, 80 seats, right? So he knows that his political fortunes cannot be, set up again through these yatras. What it can do is he can hang in there and at least be the main opposition party. Plus, I think why he's doing this, he wants to divert the attention from the National Herald case and the amount of people leaving him. Ghulam Nabi Azad has left him, Kapil
yeah.
Sibbal left him before that. There is continuing dissension. The G23, their voice is getting stronger. So, just to divert the attention and show that Congress is Jodoing Bharat. In fact, what they need to do is a Congress Jodo Yatra, where at least Congress can be united. I think this is more of a diversionary tactic. That's what I think it is.
Okay, so obviously he will make the president of the Congress again. Okay, for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
most probably.
Either he or I think Ashok Gehlot. Ashok Gehlot has been a
I
very, very loyal stooge of the Gandhis. So
very much.
I think he might just be the one, their proxy president, if I may say so.
Do you think there'll be a split in the Congress at all? Is that a possibility at all, even 1%?
I think it's a possibility. I think it's a possibility a few years down the line. I don't know when and how, but how many defeats can the Congress take? It all comes down to that. There are people there who want to have a future, a political future. They've been trapped there for good 10, 15 years. People like Digvijay Singh, Salman Khurshid, they are on the other side of 70s or 60s, and
Yeah,
uh, they have so many secrets, so many skeletons in their cupboards that they better not part ways with the Gandhis. So
yeah,
it's you rub my back, I rub yours, you itch my back, I itch yours.
yeah,
That's the kind of working relationship they've had. Ashok Gehlot,
yeah.
Digvijay Singh, Salman Khurshid. But the younger lot, who's still in their 30s, 40s, or even their 50s, they
Absolutely.
want to have a future. So what do they do? I think it's a matter of time when their aspiration spills over, and either one of them takes over the Congress or they go in different parties, because even the BJP cannot accommodate all. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, they all have their political ambitions, and
Mhm.
if BJP starts placating them, their internal party members will get disenchanted.
Absolutely.
That we've hung in here for so many years, and you give the outsiders plum portfolios, they'll also not like it. So
Absolutely.
then I think the alternative would be that many people will from Congress will try to do what Eknath Shinde did to Shiv Sena.
Right.
And then there'll be a fight, which is the real Congress, which happened in 1969, as you've also
Exactly.
written an
Yeah.
article. I
Yeah.
was reading that article. It's a
Yeah.
nice one. So I think that's a very real possibility now. When, I can't say that. Probably 2024 is going to be a humongous defeat. Then maybe that sets into motion. But till 2024, they're going to hang in there together.
Hmm. So young guys like Sachin Pilot, Milind, right?
Yeah,
All these guys are quite talented, right? And
yeah.
in
They've
some
been
ways, I feel bad
humiliated.
about them.
They've
Yeah.
been Sachin Pilot has been royally humiliated. I mean, I was surprised, shocked. God knows what do I say when Ashok Gehlot, in no less words, said he's useless.
Yeah.
Bekar hai ye. He said these words. And poor Sachin Pilot, poor, or what should I say,
Hmm.
slightly spineless also in a way, he came back and started working for him. I mean, he tried to part ways. Then that man calls him useless. and he comes back and starts working for him again. So somewhere he is also not respected himself, I would say, Sachin Pilot. Sachin Pilot has tremendous political capital in Rajasthan. He should have been the CM.
Yeah,
And he's someone people in the BJP also like. As someone who's on the right of center, even I admire Sachin Pilot.
absolutely.
So I'm quite surprised that he's not understood his worth, or maybe he still is trying to fish waters and in talks with some. I hear he's in talks with AAP also. That's what I
Oh,
hear.
okay. So,
AAP will have a good candidate in Rajasthan if Sachin Pilot plans to join them.
what can be his motivation to stay back? Because if Mr. Gehlot, suppose, becomes the president of Congress, right,
Right.
then does he see an opportunity for himself in Rajasthan?
Well, actually, their party is in power in Rajasthan.
Hmm.
So one is tempted generally that,
Hmm.
if we can strike a deal within our party, we already have power. It'll be easy to cling on to power. Other way, which is the gutsy way, which sometimes pays or sometimes you land up with a foot in your mouth, is that let me go and take up a new identity and fight this election. But then if you lose, then you're nowhere. So it's a very tricky decision for him. I'm 200% sure that he must be weighing his options. He must be in talks with everyone right now at the highest level. And he must be in back channel talks with AAP and other parties who are
Hmm.
looking to establish themselves in Rajasthan. Because
Hmm.
if AAP has Sachin Pilot and they say Sachin Pilot is going to be our CM candidate in the next elections, we have a game on our hands. It's a
Right.
quick way to launch in Rajasthan. So I don't know. I think that's a very serious possibility.
Got it. Got it.